Okay, some people want to know how I record so many videos about how I can help them. Well, first of all, don't worry too much about my hair and stuff. I mean, I could do, but you don't have to be like me. You can actually worry about how your appearance is. Second thing is I have lots and lots of lights. So if I want to look good, I could just choose different things. And I find that there are different softwares that can actually help me create different types of video. Okay, so at the moment I'm using Zoom Clips because I can choose the background, and I'm going to show you now how I just have a plethora of options of things to actually record about that are useful to other people. Oh, by the way, sometimes we have a helper in here. She's called Floof, and she likes to be part of things from time to time, but she's actually really good because she knows not to stand on anybody's keyboards or work or anything. She's actually very good, very well trained. So right now, I'm just going to take you through what happened this morning. Now, we have a service called Ecosystem Accelerator, which is where we have so many people coming to us. They want to learn this for themselves, but they don't have the time or the capacity to take in everything that Laurel's teaching. So what we do is we help them by setting up their own ads ecosystem, and we help them with the bits they get stuck on by creating or overseeing and then setting up the actual ads in their ads manager, showing them how to duplicate things and do things in ads manager and give them the way forward for them, for their business. It's different for everybody. I mean, even having documents like this, where Laurel will show you exactly what she's done. You know, I know people who went to the same Palooza event as us, and there was 50 people in the room, not including partners, and I know that every single person that went to that, even the ones who've tried to use it, they don't get it because it's too much information. You know, everything's step by step. For me, it was easy because I'm like, I already know the system. I've been doing 3 years now. Actually, not quite 3 years, so let's not lie about that. But I started in May 2023. And I remember the overwhelming feeling of, wow, I want to know this, but whoa, so much information. And back then, the videos were at least an hour and a half long, and you really had to just sit, listen, and try and work out which bits were actually appropriate for you, were relevant to you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I did to create content and what I do to create content. Every person that comes to us, they'll have their own specific problem. And when I've noticed that there are a very similar solution to these problems, I can actually create different trainings based upon that. So with working and talking to lots and lots of people, which is why Laurel's method of getting in the conversations is essential, because you get to learn what are they stuck on right now. And it never stays the same, but there are certain methods and different things that you can do to help each individual problem by using a certain method. I don't like this light being so bright because I can't see properly. So I'm going to show you something. So this morning, I was reviewing a few of our clients' Ecosystem Accelerator to see they'd been given everything they needed. Okay, so this is the point. They had the flow given to them even before they started, and we try not to overwhelm people. So we watch, we help, we give them what they need, we give them the instructions they need, and then watch what happens. And then if we see that it's not happening in the flow that it needs to, I'll step in and say, okay, this needs to be done now, and this is how we suggested you do it, and this is how you need to get it fit in with what it is you're doing right now. Because I'm going to say 97% of the time, people will profess to being busy, and we've all got the same amount of hours in the day, so we get to choose where to spend our time. But from my perspective, if you're investing in my methods or programs or services, then it's my job to help you get the best results possible for what it is you paid for. And even before you start, I make sure that you're aware it's going to take time. It's going to take your time, and there's going to be times where you'll feel you can't do this or you'll want to put it to one side. But if you want the best possible results from doing this, you've got to work out a way of just being able to record a video every day, or 7 videos at the beginning per week, because you're going to be testing to optimize what it is you're setting up. I'm not asking you to record massively long videos though. The longest you actually need to do is 3 minutes long. That's the longest you need to do. That's to get you started. There will be times when you find that you already can just use content you've created in the past because it's relevant. It's relevant to what you're doing right now and the audience you're building. And you can find that you've got things like podcasts and testimonial videos or testimonial posts. Obviously, the more in depth they are, the easier it is for other people to understand that you know what you're doing. And that's all you're doing that for. And then there'll be things that you are perhaps teaching people. On the side note of that, I know a lot of people have been using different AI things to, looks like my camera's got slow, to cut things up. But if you're going to do that, you need to make sure that it's relevant. So you need to watch that and go, will they understand what that actually means? Because I know a lot of people think just putting content out is what we're doing. We're not. We're actually leading people on a trail so that they understand what it is we do, how it is we can help, and how we solve their problems so that you become the obvious choice. Okay, so let's go back to what I was doing this morning. So common problem that's been coming through from people who want to set up the ecosystem is in 30 days using our help is that they're not understanding the connection between creating content and how people are going to see their content. So can you imagine this? You put out an ad on social media. Now, if you see an ad on social media, where do you go next? Okay, if it's something that's like somebody talking to you, you most likely to go to one of their pages to go check them out for a bit more information. So I want you to consider this. If they check out your social media page right now, because you're running ads, what do they see? What do they see? Okay. Laurel has a thing called a 5-second test, 3-second test, 5-second test. And the idea behind that is if they, like, there's two things actually. If they hear your name somewhere or somebody says, oh, that person is really good at doing ads, if they type your name into social media or Google, what do they see first? You could do that for yourself on an incognito Google page or whatever you use for your browser, Chrome, whatever. Or let's say they're going direct from your ad and they click on where the ad's come from. What do they see when they get to your page? Okay. So think about that. Go do yourself a test right now. Personal page. Type your name in an incognito window and also go from your ad to your business page. Because even if you're putting buttons and links on, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to click on that right now. There's a very, very low trust level with online marketing. That's why we do all this content, is to build the trust. We want to provide certainty, clarity, and trust in everything we do. And this is the way to do that. Okay. So bearing all that in mind, I'm now going to stop this video. This is going to go up my personal page to give you an idea. And I'm going to show you what I do now. I'm going to take this video. I'm going to chuck it into, I'm going to open up in Google Chrome. No, actually, I'm going to put it in Google Drive. I'm going to open it up and Gemini will come up on the side of this and I'll say, can you just transcribe that, please? And then once I've got the transcription, I'm going to chuck that into my ChatGPT and I'm going to get it to just create for me a text post so that people understand what it is I was talking about in this video and the relevancy for the people who would actually benefit from watching this video right now. And then that'll go off my personal feed. And then I'm going to boost that to my warm audience, people which I've built from ads on my business page.